They called my foster daughter a pity project, so I canceled their rent. We were supposed to be having an amazing summer kickoff at this huge backyard pool party I was hosting for the family. The grill was smoking, the music was playing, and my sweet 9-year-old foster daughter Lily was just trying to show her older cousin how she finally learned to swim. That is when my brother Jason's 14-year-old son looked right at her, pushed her floaty away, and laughed. Grandma says, "We do not have to play with you, because you are not real family," he sneered. She says you are just a charity case and a temporary pity project that my uncle is wasting his money on. The entire backyard went completely dead silent. I looked over at my mom, fully expecting her to ground him on the spot, but instead she just smirked, took a slow sip of her iced tea, and looked at her phone. My brother Jason just rolled his eyes. "Oh, relax, man. It is just kids trash talking," he groaned. "Stop making a huge deal out of nothing." I looked at my beautiful wife, and her face was totally pale as she desperately pulled a soaking wet Lily out of the pool, while the little girl started sobbing. I did not scream. I did not throw a dramatic fit or cause a massive scene. I just walked over, grabbed my wife's hand, wrapped a warm towel around Lily's shoulders, packed our bags, and walked straight into the house. "You are ruining the whole barbecue over a stupid joke," Mom yelled from the patio. I loaded my family into the car and drove us to get ice cream in total heavy crushing silence. That night, after I got Lily settled into bed, I marched straight into my home office, cracked my knuckles, and opened my laptop. For 4 long, agonizing years, I had been the sole financial safety net for this entire selfish family. My mom's ridiculous luxury high-rise apartment, rent $3,200 every single month. Jason's flashy new speedboat that he uses to show off. On the weekends, I was the sole co-signer and paid the $900 monthly loan, almost $4,500 a month, gone to cruel people who thought my amazing daughter was just a pity project. Well, the endless charity fund was officially closed. Click. I canceled mom's apartment. Autopay, leaving her responsible for the massive rent. Click. I called the boat financing company, removed myself as a co-signer, and told them to repossess the vessel immediately. By Wednesday morning, the absolute chaos started blowing up my phone. Jason called, leaving frantic, screaming voicemails. The marina just called and said, "The repo guys took my boat." "What the hell did you do, Mom?" Texted right after. The building manager says, "My rent check bounced. Call the bank right now." I did not answer a single message. A few hours later, they drove all the way to my house and were pounding aggressively on my heavy oak front door. When I finally opened it, leaning casually against the door frame, they looked absolutely furious. "Are you completely insane?" Jason screamed, practically foaming at the mouth. "I lost my boat and my credit is going to tank." Mom yelled, her face turning beet red. "I am getting an eviction notice from my landlord. You need to fix these bank accounts." Right this second, I just stood there, watching them sweat and panic. "I do not need to fix anything," I said, keeping my voice totally calm and icy. "You made it crystal clear that my little girl is just a charity case to you, so I am simply dropping the useless charity cases in my own life. It was just a stupid teenage joke." Mom pleaded, her anger suddenly turning into desperate panic. "He is just a dumb kid. He did not mean what he said. He meant exactly what you told him to say behind my back." I replied, staring them both down hard. "You taught him that my kid is a worthless pity project. Well, your personal bank account is permanently closed." Jason stepped forward, clenching his fists. "But we are your real blood family. You owe us this financial support." "No," I whispered quietly, stepping back inside. "My real family is sitting in the living room right now, playing board games. You two are just a canceled auto payment." I shut the heavy door, locked the deadbolt tight, and went back to my real family. What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.